What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be playing Decidueye-GX Ninetales with Swampert in it in today's video. Happy New Year. Hope you all are enjoying the holiday time. I just got done with a knee surgery here, so I'm still hobbling around a little bit, but doing just fine, healing up well. So glad to be back. Took a few days off there just to recover and spend some time with family. Family came up and visited me in Akron, Ohio, so that was pretty dope as well. And I'm looking to just get back into the swing of things with standard format here on PTCGO. Also very much looking forward to Tag Team GX. Pre-releases are going to be happening here at the end of January, and I cannot wait or contain my excitement for this new set. It is just going to be a blast for sure. We're going to be hosting a pre-release here at Full Grip Games, which I'm also stoked about. Just going to be a great time. So we'll get to vlog that, all that. Gonna be awesome. So we went first. Thank goodness we top decked that Alolan Vulpix, because I don't really know what the game plan was gonna be without that thing. We were just gonna have to timer ball and hope we had a heads for a Swampert, but this is all good. I don't really mind too much. I think I could attach the energy to this Vulpix, honestly, and then say, you know what, we're probably going to end up, maybe attacking with that Ninetales eventually. So let's just do that. Pass to my opponent. I'm very satisfied just evolving into Alolan Ninetales next turn, and then we can go from there. Feel pretty confident about this matchup. I think that the Malamar decks do just play a lot of, whoa there, all right, let loose, coming out the cut. Okay, we're getting shuffled, draw 4. It's fine. We got a Vulpix. You know, we can get ourselves out of this mess. We got a Alolan Ninetales. What is to worry about? Nothing. We are asleep, but all is well. We've got a Rainbow Energy. We've got an Alolan Ninetales, so on and so forth. I can go get myself, honestly, I got an Ultra Ball in my hand. Could go get myself a rare candy, Ultra Ball away the Dartrix and the Rainbow Energy, and then power draw away the remainder of my hand, but that feels like really bad, so let's probably not do that. Let's get ourselves rare candy and a timer ball. And I think we just have to try to hit the heads on this timer ball, as much as we hate trying to hit heads on timer ball here. And then, oh yeah, we got it. Okay, so that's good. Then I can rare candy into, I'm just going to do the benched one, to be honest. I don't really care to get that thing in the active. Woke up. It's not really doing anything for me right now. Then I can power draw away that Dartrix and possibly Ultra Ball for a, I was going to say Ultra Ball for a Lele, and then go get myself a, do the thing, we'll do the thing. I think I'm still going to do that. I like that plan. We're going to Ultra Ball away the Ninetales and this, and we're going to go get an Elms. I think the Elms, that or I just Cynthia. I could Ultra Ball for a, yeah, Cynthia seems fine. I could just Ultra Ball for a Rowlet and Cynthia. That way I don't have to get the Lele down, because then the Lele will only get me 2 more bench Pokemon instead of 3, so I think I just go for the Rowlet here and feel pretty good about that. Then just attach double colorless energy to like the Ninetales, and we're just going to Cynthia. And I am like totally fine with that. I can go in next turn, maybe Acerola, so on and so forth. What do we got? Oh my gosh, we've got 2. All right, well, you gotta just like take the opportunity to do that, when opportunity calls. That's fine. Then we could just power draw away. Probably the Larvitar is not gonna be like the most useful thing this game. And sure enough, we've got ourselves busted Rowlet, and we've got a Rescue Stretcher for next turn. So I am good to go. I've got counter gain. I've got 2 Swamperts out in play. This deck is setting up like a dream. This Larvitar is a little inclusion that I tossed in here kind of last minute. I'm not sure if it's going to end up being good. In fact, I'm pretty sure I will end up discarding it most games. However, if I do play against that new Philip Schultz Zoroark Gyarados deck, that deck does play a ton of healing, and I want to have an option to take 1-hit KOs against it, because I have a feeling that they're not really going to let me take any grindy 2-hit KOs, which is what this deck really wants to do. So by including the Larvitar, I can maybe steal a 1-hit KO with some Decidueyes out, stuff like that. Otherwise the deck is pretty straightforward. We've got one counter game, we've got one counter catcher. There is a little bit of crunch for space in this deck as far as wanting to fit like multiple copies of counter gain, or maybe some lists play 2 copies of counter catcher, or some lists play enhanced hammer, or some of the Zoroark variants. We don't really have all that luxury that maybe some of our opponents get. We are rocking and rolling here. We got everything that we could possibly want. Let's just power gain or power draw a couple times here. I'll get rid of the Elms. I'm gonna Guzma out of this, like I already know, so that's fine. And I think we're gonna get rid of probably the Lele too. Just like hold on to everything in this hand, and then let's just start sniping things on my opponent's side of the field. Can Rescue Stretcher for the Dartrix back. I could slap that Vulpix down if I want to. Let's put a Pokemon from my discard pile into my hand. I'm fine just getting the Dartrix back, honestly. And then I think I'm going to Ultra Ball for another Rowlet so that I can just get the Dream Squad out. Like, I want all of the Decidueyes out into play. And now that I have, we only have 1 rare candy left in deck. That's a little bit sketch, my guys. Okay, so that's going to be tough, but it's all good. We'll get, we got 1 rare candy prized. We'll work it out. So we'll Guzma here. We're going to grab probably, yeah, one of these guys here. Then just gladly go in and start to attack with Snowy Wind. I'll also attach a Rainbow Energy probably to my Dartrix just in case I want to start attacking with Decidueye maybe next turn. But the setup at this point is just so incredibly strong that I don't really see my opponent being able to do anything about this. They have not even seen an attacker yet. I don't even think that they've played a supporter. They just are kind of flailing around, not doing all too much after that turn 1 let loose. But sure enough, okay, they're playing a Shrine version of this deck. Had no idea, but that's fine. They're playing the Shining Lugia stuff. I still am feeling confident, just as confident as I was about 10 seconds ago, because their setup is looking pretty sad. And I can just go back-to-back Guzmas here. I could take double knockout. I could Guzma that Malamar and take 2 prizes on 2 Malamars next turn. That's going to be no problem whatsoever. So I'm really feeling pretty good here. With both Swampert set up, I can also go Super Boost onto Swampert and take a critical knockout that way also. So definitely in a favorable position, and I got Acerola in my hand. At this rate, I am like not feeling like I'm probably going to be using counter gain. I'm thinking I'm taking the lead here, not you, my guy. So let's also power draw away that Vulpix. I guess like I really want, a Decidueye here, which we got. So that's very good. I don't have the other rare candy yet, so I can't get my second Decidueye into play, but that's all good. I could just Guzma and retreat, which is probably for the best. Knock out both Malamars in 1 turn. Don't forget to Feather Arrow, so we're going to Feather Arrow that fella over there. The Tapu Koko looking kind of menacing. And let's just Guzma, so we're going to hit it. Oh yeah, Snowy Wind for 2 prizes. Get in there. We've got both our healing cards in our hand. Not much more we could possibly want here. Snowy Wind, let's take out that fella too. Busted. And hopefully we rip our rare candy off of the prizes. We know we got 1 prized here. That would just make our board position absolutely nuts and give ourselves our second Decidueye out. Unfortunately, it's still away there in the prizes. And with no Malamars in play, I don't think that my opponent can actually win this game. They can like flying flip, sure. They could try to Guzma stall me, I guess, but little do they know that I've got a Super Boost in my hand and I'm ready to just go ham here with that thing. So this is just no problem whatsoever. We've got ourselves a second Decidueye in play, top deck the rare candy like a boss. We in here. Let's go ahead, Swampert, power draw away Professor Elm's lecture. Great, draw 3 more cards. We've got Choice Band, another lecture. Don't need that lecture for sure. So let's get that thing out of here too. And then I don't even feel bad about like saving the Max Potion. I could honestly save my Max Potion for something else. I am fine just going Super Boost here. Let's double snipe you know, that Marshadow there on the bench, and then I would not be surprised if my opponent just like scoops it up here. I really don't think that there's too much that they could do to save themselves from this hydro pumping Decidueye snipe machine here. We're just like setting up like champs. Counter Catcher is not really going to do us any good here. We're kind of sprinting away with it, but that's all good. Still got tons of healing in my hand. I just need to find my final rare candy out of my prizes so I can get a third Decidueye up, which would be pretty nuts. But at this point, things are starting to get super overwhelming for my opponent. They know that Swampert's doing 160 damage. Just one hit KOing absolutely anything that they throw into the active position. I do have to be a little bit wary. I guess if they flying flip, they are cracking for like 120 damage on flying flips right now, which can add up, which is why I'm kind of like saving my Max Potion and my Acerola. I want to get like the max amount of value out of them that I can. And I also wanted to wait and see if my opponent maybe tried to stall me out again by Guzmaing up something else so that I could Acerola it out of the active. So let's see here. We're going to be knocking out this Tapu Koko. We've got another double colorless energy. That's good. I think we just go, let's see, at this point they've got like 130 plus 60. That's 190, you know, 230. Well, they got like a lot of, you know, damage on board here. So like that is a little bit depressing, but it's all good. We'll just slap a double colorless energy down there, I guess. I don't want like anybody to get too jammed, so I'm just gonna like give myself the option to do that. That's fine, not really any concerns there. And then let's just, I think I could wait one more turn. If they like magical swap like a bunch of stuff around, I think I'm still cool. No point in using power draw. I don't want to deck out. So let's just hydro pump this thing and then go down to 2 prizes remaining. I think it's getting a little bit greedy now. My opponent doesn't actually have like a good way to retreat or anything like that into like their magical swap dude. They can't attach an energy. They can't actually power up magical swap like right now. They just can't. So it was not greedy on my part to withhold my healing cards one more turn. I can definitely just wait, you know, while my opponent kind of tries to stabilize themselves. I definitely have like a turn here. Next turn, they could potentially power up a magical swap, like I guess theoretically, but it's not really something that they're going to be able to do super easily. I will still just take this moment to probably, yeah, just heal the highest damage due there. I mean, yeah, and my opponent's just going to scoop. They know that they can't win, especially with that heal on the Alolan Ninetales, and I only had 2 prizes left to take. So Decidueye Ninetales getting in there. All right, let's roll it back one more time. See if we can go 2-0 with our Decidueye Ninetales, one of my favorite decks. Just such a fun deck to play. And just, you know, it's just really cool. It's unlike any other deck in standard format, just being able to kind of overwhelm your opponent's board all at once. The comeback potential with this deck is absolutely insane as well. Being able to utilize cards like Counter Gain, Counter Catcher, super dope. And also getting to use that Sublimation GX on the Alolan Ninetales-GX, just super sweet as well. We got a pretty good starting hand here. Don't mind this at all. Vulpix, Ultra Ball can go get us a Tapu Lele for Elm's Lecture, so we can get off to the races there as well. My opponent's going first, and they are playing some sort of Wailord stall deck. Okay, so not great for us, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, I think I'm going to Ultra Ball away the Choice Band, and I think I have to try and like just run this thing off the table as quickly as possible. I guess we'll get rid of the Vulpix. Like, I think they play like a lot of energy removals and stuff. Like, that's my thought. So we'll get this guy and then just go and sure, we will get ourselves a supporter card. We like the Elm's Lecture, the full art one. Thank you. And we'll go in like that and Beacon. So I think this is probably, isn't like Wailord Steelix a deck? I think that's probably a thing that my opponent is trying to do to me right now, which is like not super sweet, but it's all good. At least we know we're not getting attacked. That is totally fine. Mudkip into Rowlet. I guess like we try to get myself into a situation where I could just take, you know, knockouts with maybe Swampert, Super Boost, and like 3 Decidueyes out in play. I will attach the energy there just to see if I can maybe be aggressive here and then maybe retreat turn 2 or something like that, just in case we have to. I don't really know, but we're going to figure it out. I've got the Ninetales and the Swampert. That's fine. Off of the beacon. Let's see what my opponent does. 0 cards played on turn 1. You have to imagine that they probably just have some sort of like energy removal or something like that to bop onto my Alolan Vulpix. Sure enough, there is the Wailord, 220 hit points. That's a little sad, and they got a Cynthia. So I guess this thing is weak to grass, meaning that if I can power up a Tails. Oh my gosh. If I can power up a Decidueye, that's going to be an option to take a 1-hit KO. So that like could be really good. So I do need to consider that. See, if we evolve this thing into a Alolan Ninetales, we could, you know, timer ball, you know, go from there. That's all fine. We probably do have to kind of evolve this thing. Let's go from here. Let's just see how we do on the 0 heads. All right, great. Let's just do that, and then I guess we could power draw away. Honestly, power drawing away all of these cards feels bad, like all of them for sure. I think we want to try and get the Decidueye up and rolling, and maybe see if we could take a quick knockout against this thing. That's like also a feel bad though. And I think that we might just have to power draw away the Alolan Ninetales. It's just like not what we want to do, but honestly, I don't really feel like at this point that the Alolan Ninetales is going to be doing us much of anything. So I think I'm better off trying to just beacon, like be aggressive here, attach my energy, and just like beacon. This is like kind of what I'm going for here. Like let's just go get ourselves like Dartrix and Decidueye. And we're going to try and see if we could take a quick knockout on this Wailord, I guess, by finding like a Rainbow Energy or something like that, or a Super Boost. And we're just going to continue just power drawing through our deck. My opponent's definitely got like a whole host of like enhanced hammers, crushing hammers, all that in their deck here. And they've got a Nest Ball. So they're going to go get themselves another basic, probably... you know, maybe an Onyx, maybe if they play the Steelix version of this deck, or they're just getting themselves another Wailmer to evolve up into another thick Wailord here. These Wailord decks are about to get something fierce with the next set. I mean, with the Magikarp Wailord GX, you know, tag team, whatever. That card is ridiculous. It's got 300 hit points. Yeah, it gives up 3 prizes, but 300 hit points to work with is just such a formidable wall. Yeah, that you know, that is going to be a crazy deck to have to fight against for sure. I think now that my opponent has like the second Wailmer down, I'm starting to feel less and less confident that I can win this game, especially now that this bodybuilding dumbbells is like part of the situation. Definitely not like digging it for sure. Love that top deck. That is very good. And now, yeah, when you just have like a whole handful of stuff that you don't actually want to power draw away, very bad. So let's, I guess, gonna power draw away that double Colorless, I guess. And we got the Rainbow here, so like that's pretty significant. I can actually knock out that Wailmer this turn and just, you know, start going in. So it's not like great, but I don't know. If my opponent doesn't have anything, I could maybe do something here. We're just going to do that. Guzma, all right. We'll take a knockout on that Wailmer, sure. But, I mean, it's only a matter of time until they just find the, you know, enhanced hammer, and then I'm just over with. Hopefully they know... They don't know. Hopefully they don't know not to, you know, take off my Rainbow Energy. The Rainbow Energy is definitely like the better card to hit, but, you know, maybe they don't know that. If next turn, I guess I can crack this thing for 180 next turn. That's for sure. So if they find an enhanced hammer here, I have to hope they remove the double Colorless energy. Then I can get another Decidueye out. I can hit this thing for 180. They only Gladiant, so they might not even have another bench Pokemon to play, which means that we could definitely steal Steal it. Oh, gosh. Playing against these stall decks just feels so grimy, man. Oh, Max Potion. Okay. So we have to do 260 damage. That's not, like, really enough to do it. I think we're going to go here. I think I just start, like, loading as many energy as I can onto, like, this fella here. Yeah, we're all in on that Decidueye there, and just no looking back. Let's just hope that my opponent doesn't get the win here, doesn't get what they need for sure. I guess we're gonna power draw away that Larvitar. Definitely not using that. That's fine. And oof, we are so close to being able to take this thing out. Okay, let's double Feather Arrow. We're doing 220 damage. We just gotta wait another turn to get past the dumbbells. And actually, like, it could be kind of good to just Hollow Hunt here, I guess, and I could get more energy back into my hand, or I could get more stuff back. Like, you know, I guess, like, if my opponent were to Max Potion again, then if I Hollow Hunted, I'm still not knocking them out. So I guess I kind of have to hit them. I have everything I need. So let's just Razor Leaf. All right, we're going to go in. Oh, we are so close. We are 20 damage short, or 40 damage short of taking this knockout. If my opponent doesn't heal, I just double Feather Arrow, and that's it. It's game. But they're probably going to be able to hold me off here. Oh my gosh, and there's the resource management. Rangaroo just making this game even harder. My opponent's got Steven's Resolve, so that just ends the turn. I can win. I could go double Feather Arrow. Oh my gosh, and then I can retreat into Swampert and knock it out. That's it. That's game. I got it. Yes, they've ended their turn with Stevens. We beat the stall deck. Crazy stuff here. That is phenomenal. So we've got everything we need. We were able to just be super aggressive there against the Wailord deck and just take them out. Fortunately, this dude is weak to grass as well, which definitely helps Decidueye out to get that number there. 220, just so insane for a non-GX Pokemon. So that is stellar. 2-0 with Decidueye-GX Swampert. The deck's setting up great. Honestly, love the list. This fella, probably don't need him. He could probably get cut, but that's all good. He's here for the squad today, just to see what he could do. And sure enough, we didn't play it against any Zoroark decks, so it's all good. So here we go. All right. Oh, even worse, we just got the Guzma, dude. So it's just, it's game over for you, pal. We got double Feather Arrow on your bench, guys. Super boost here in the active. And that's going to be it. GG's to you, Wailord lady. That is it. Awesome stuff. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Appreciate it. Hope you guys are all having a great new year and enjoying time off, hopefully from school, from work, so on and so forth. Thank you for everybody who sent me well wishes for the surgery as well. I am glad that that is done and over with. So just on the road to recovery now. Still super sore, but you know, we're doing what we can. Just out here trying to get better so that I can go for runs and skate and all that over again. That'd be great. Here is my Decidueye Alolan Ninetales Swampert deck. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm also doing what I can to try and put the deck list in the description below as well. New Year's resolutions. Let's get it. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check out the Etsy store and Patreon stuff in the description below, as well as fullgripgames.com. Peace.